Hello, it's Georgette Rowland here from the Financial Gym, the only gym where someone else does the working out for you. Now today I'd like you to come with me on a little trip to clear up some common misconceptions about business finances, bookkeeping, and how it can affect you and your business. Now, as much as I would like to think otherwise, I am under no illusion that for most business people, doing books is on a par with cleaning up after a party. Taking the actual doing of it out of the equation, I found that most resistance comes from you needing to know why you should do it rather than what you need to do. But remember, numbers tell a story. That is why a bookkeeper or accountant can look at your figures for the first time and see things about your business that you may not only have missed, didn't think about, or thought we couldn't see. If we can do it, the tax man definitely can. Misconception number one, my business is too small. Now, if you do have a small business, you're a sole trader, a small limited company, the state of your accounts could be what your bank balance says or what's in your head, and this becomes your benchmark for how well things are going. Now, this is understandable if you're a startup and when there may be very little activity going on. Nevertheless, the sooner you find a way to accurately keep track of what is going on with your money, the more likely you are to stay out of trouble. And your business simply cannot grow, let alone survive, if you don't. Popular misconception number two, bookkeeping is not as important as year-end accounts. If you think of your financial framework in terms of the human body, you are the heart. Sales is the lifeblood pumping around, keeping everything going. Accounting is your annual check to see how healthy you are overall. And bookkeeping is the brain taking note on an ongoing basis of the activity in that body, looking for signs of trouble and the reasons for good health so that you can repeat the behavior. How many times has early diagnosis of an illness saved a life? Your business is exactly the same. Popular misconception number three, I can do it myself. And you know what? You probably can. That may well be true. Ignoring the cost element for the moment, why are you doing it yourself? Is your business doing so well and you have so much spare time, you can devote it to recording historical transactions? If not, how is this going to help you bring in more sales? And if your business is going really well, I bet you didn't get to that point by doing bookkeeping. Successful entrepreneurs are always totally on top of their financial figures, but it doesn't mean that they know how those figures came about. They just want the best data they can get their hands on to run the business in the best way that they can. And not forgetting that if you're not qualified or experienced, it could be more of a hindrance. I recently heard someone at a networking do, you probably guess he's a photographer when I tell you, his words were, you may have a camera on your smartphone, but it doesn't make you a photographer, or words to that effect. But you get my drift. Popular misconception number four, accountants are qualified, bookkeepers are not. While qualifications are a good standard of measurement of expertise and financial acumen for a professional, it is not the only way. It is presumed that to be called an accountant, you must have a qualification. Did you know that at present, it is not required to call yourself an accountant only after qualification? You can call yourself accountant any time you like. There is no obligation either to be part of any professional body or take exams. However, of course, most choose to do so. For example, the Institute of Qualified Bookkeepers, or Certified Bookkeepers to be exact, requires you to take quite a few stringent exams and courses, and you're even prohibited from offering a service that you haven't successfully passed the exam for. Many bookkeeping professionals are also certified to do tax returns and financial accounts, as well as the standard bookkeeping and payroll services. But there's no substitute for someone with a wealth of life experience in the business and a variety of ways to do things, and it will always pay dividends for you to find someone to work with who has as much experience, if not more, as they do in qualifications. And last but not least, misconception 5. I need ongoing advice and support, but bookkeepers only enter data. Now I'm going to use myself as an example. When it comes to entering data, let me tell you, I am certainly not shabby. When it comes to speed and accuracy, people in my team, some of whom are qualified bookkeepers, qualified accountants, still say, "How did you do that then?" But ironically, the entering of data has become secondary, even in a business where entering data is what we get paid for. What has become paramount is the hand-holding and support that we offer to clients. The entering of data is just a means to an end. What the client really wants is A, to understand the story that that business is telling them. 2, who do I talk to and what do I do based on the story in my business? And 3, to know that they are not alone when having to deal with the financial side of their business. Now, thank you for listening. And if any of you haven't done it yet, please go over to www.financialgymforbusiness.com, put your name in the boxes and download my free tips booklet and other freebies. I look forward to speaking to you the next time round, and if you have any comments or experiences of your own, please do leave them in the boxes provided. See you again and have a great day. Bye bye.